We're watching the fourth game in a best out of 5 between a Terran and a Protoss player. This is a map MLG, no, not MLG, regular, the Shattered Temple. And spawning at the top hand side, we have our Terran player who is FXOMoonan. And at the left hand side, we have EGAxslav. And so, this is a best out of 5. Moonan is 2 points and Axslav is 1 point. So if Moonan takes this game, he can win this series once and for all. And if Axslav takes this game, he has one more chance to win this series and go on to the grand finals. Third place winner of this tournament would be the loser of this series. The third place winner of this tournament gets some free Kingston swag. Very, very exciting.
Swag.
Yeah! Betting whoever is very excited about that. At the same time, second place will get more swag and a 4 gigabyte USB thumb drive. And the first place winner will get a $300 SSD, which apparently no one knows the size of. So that's weird, but okay. Okay, so...
But it is an SSD, so you're going to boot pretty darn fast. And I'd like to sneak something in here, Edward. It looks like Moonan actually thinks it's MLG Shattered Temple from the scout path of his SCV, though now it will scout the right way. And Axslav picked purple, so he's going to win.
No, Moonan knows that it's not MLG. So, and he saw the early probe timing, so he's going to immediately figure out its close positions. You see that he's sending in the SCV over here. But yeah, you know, I have to say, this is going to be an interesting match because both players we've seen really like to macro it up. However, I think the spawn locations favor Moonan a little more than they do Axslav because we've seen that Axslav has no ability whatsoever to all in. And here, it's going to be difficult to take a third base. Terran will have an advantage in harassment and mobility, you know, if Axslav tries to take a third base. Unless he tries to take the gold or the island base, but those are going to be difficult to take. No more like 9-minute bases for him. And because of that, I think this is going to favor Moonan a bit. And if Moonan takes this game, he is going to just win this series and go straight on to the grand finals. This event is hosted by Spazcraft. You can check out more about Spazcraft on www.spazcraft.com and is being broadcast on channels worldwide on Justin TV. We have multiple streamers working their streams off, broadcasting this.
The multilingual ponage. Because we got streams in Chinese, and I think Spaz was trying to get a stream in French as well. But right here, I agree. I think these positions are definitely going to favor Moonan. It looks like he's going to be going for that Banshee opening that we've seen in the past. And Axslav not going for his traditional opening. He's going for a 2-gate robo, so not going to be going for that early expansion for once. So we'll have to see exactly how good he is at a not expansion build.
Yeah, well, I think he's probably going for a 3-gateway expansion. That looks like what he's doing. But I could be wrong.
No, that's a robo.
Oh, that's a robo. Oh, 2-gate robo. Oh.
Yes.
I thought that was I'm so used to Axslav getting his cyber cores really late, right? And then I'm just like, oh yeah, that's a cyber core, right? Ooh.
Oh! Phew. Man, every time I see a disconnect screen, it's just like a dagger right into my heart. But oh, he's gonna 2-gate robo expand, so he's just doing it all this game, Edward. Hacking and expanding. And you know what? I love it. Go purple.
Yep. Well, you know, 2-gate robo is a very powerful build. I think it was like Huck's favorite build last year. And I really loved it. That's pretty much what I do against Terrans every single game. And it's very powerful. Now, Moonan opening up with the Banshee base opening. But this is not going to work out at all against Axslav because Axslav will have an observer out in time, or will he? It's not getting an observer.
Well, He's already got an observer out, and that observer's actually going to just catch a glimpse of that Banshee, but he doesn't bring it back. Oh no, so he wasn't paying enough attention to his minimap, and this Banshee could actually do an absolute ton of damage here. The cloak is about to finish, and as you mentioned, oh no, there's the second observer is getting chrono boosted out, so my mistake, guys. You know, you can
getting so excited.
Yeah, I was, but nope, no worries at all. There's the observer, and bye-bye, Banshee. See you next game, because you were useless this game.
See you next game. Will there be a next game?
Well,
Nice
this is a
pun
great
there.
start here for EGAxslav, completely countering this Banshee build, and even has that observer, which once again just barely nicks the vision of the Banshee, so he'll know exactly where that Banshee's coming. And as you know, as you can see, he has his stalkers and sentries in position right there to spot it coming in.
Yep. So this cloak Banshee opening, not quite the best here for Moonan. Kind of the luck of the draw, but you know, this time, you know, before we saw DDE's cloak Banshee openings doing a bit of damage to EGAxslav, but this time, no, it's not doing any damage whatsoever because of this observer. And this is working out very nicely now. Moonan still stuck on one base. It looks like he's probably going to go for a strong one base timing push, but losing those Banshees, just not the best for him. You already see that EGAxslav is ahead, and if he waits long enough, EGAxslav's early expansion would pay for itself. And now Stim nearly finished. This is about the time that Moonan needs to move in for a timing attack, scanning his own units to make sure that there's no observer. You can tell when he...
There's a cloak Banshee moving in from the back, and it could do some damage. However, we do see EGAxslav is getting a 5-gate robo, and I think he's going to go for a push very soon. Man, he is not reacting very well right now with those units. He's just sitting back trying to defend against that other Banshee, and that other Banshee is going to survive as well. So right now, EGAxslav is not mining in his main base, sent all of his probes to his natural, and I'm not sure exactly what his plan is here. I thought he was going to go for a 5-gate robo 2-gate push, but on just one base it's going to be impossible for him to actually be able to produce out of those buildings. I don't know what he's doing. He's not even trying to chase down those Banshees with his stalkers. Just, you know, the Banshee just left of its own accord as it ran out of energy, but very interesting play here.
Well, it's still taking down a pylon again. That's going to actually supply block EGAxslav, which is not the best time to be supply blocked when you're getting attacked by a Terran player at the front door. There are a lot of sentries, but you know, I think EGAxslav has enough army to hold this off. Let's see. Ooh, the SCV is getting pushed off. Nice force fields over here, blocking off most of the Terran army and wasting one stim. Moonan without any medevacs, this is not good for him. Now again, more force fields, engaging half of this army. Yet again, just brilliant force fields over here.
Yeah, beautiful force fields right now by EGAxslav. He just keeps cutting off a tiny slice of Moonan's army on each attack, forcing those stims. And I mean, half of this army is already at half HP without ever getting a shot off because of those force fields. So right now, EGAxslav is sitting very nicely here with his defensive units. And Moonan is in a bit of trouble here because he still hasn't even started building the command center or anything like that. Here comes another attack. Some force fields that were a little lackluster, but forcing another stim so he can just back off, and he'll be in a great position. Some better force fields this time around, and he is moving forward, doing a ton of damage. Looking at the army count, we've got 45 supply for our Terran Moonan, 92 for EGAxslav. So EGAxslav in a great position right now to just counter push and take this game. Meanwhile, he is continuing to make probes and continuing to defend. And there you go. GG from Moonan, Edward. We are going on to the ace match yet again.
Wow.
Man, this tournament will not end. We'll go on and on, my friend.
Oh, wow. I'm going to have to start eating during this tournament. I can't be
I
like...
need one of those like little packs of like power bar juice or whatever it is, the power gel. You know? Get those calories in me.
Yeah, you know, EGAxslav, I totally thought he was gone. Especially this map. This map, you know, in those spawn positions.
Yeah.
But EGAxslav likes to prove me wrong.
A bit more than macro player. You
Yep.
know?
We started
job getting so many units up. Sorry, Edward, you're cutting out.
No worries. We started this game